Guys, today we are going to be looking at DXY. Okay, I'm going to be doing a little review on DXY and on Euro USD. Okay, now let us first take a review on what has happened in price. Initially I was looking for this high to be broken, and now it is finally broken. The question we have next is, where next is price likely to go, or where next is price likely to reach for? Okay, so now let us start from the weekly time frame. Okay, for a while, I think for over a week or so, I've been expecting for price to break this particular structure. Then after the break, I was looking for this level next to be the next draw on liquidity on DXY. Okay, now we have this break of this particular high in DXY. Let us see what we have on Euro. In Euro, we are supposed to have a break here as well, as DXY broke its own weekly high. We are supposed to have a break of this weekly low in Euro USD, but we don't have that break just yet. Okay, so that tells us something. That tells us that some sort of bullish retracement should be expected in Euro USD, and some sort of bearish retracement should be expected in DXY. Now we can't tell for sure how long that will last. Okay, a situation where we have DXY breaking a high. Okay, in this case, DXY breaks this weekly high and Euro USD fails to break this weekly low. We have an SMT divergence in play, and when we have such SMT divergence in play, or when we have such confluence in play, what we tend to do is to anticipate some sort of reversal. Okay, you anticipate some sort of reversal, then continuation. Okay, so long DXY is still meant to be bullish, because I'm really expecting for DXY to break this high right here. Okay, because I'm actually like looking at this particular level here, so I'm viewing that as relative equal highs. So that is actually my draw on liquidity on DXY. And subsequently for Euro USD, okay, even though these expectations might be altered in the future based on how price delivers. Okay, because we all know that DXY is more likely to reach its level faster than EU. You can see how fast DXY is close to how fast DXY is moving, and how close it is to this draw on liquidity right here. Why for EU, even though this is my sell side draw on liquidity on the long term, okay, I would expect DXY to deliver first before EU. Okay, now for now, let us go back to what I was talking about initially. Okay, if this is my draw on liquidity on DXY and this is my draw on liquidity on Euro USD, for EU, since I anticipate some sort of SMT divergence based on the fact that DXY has broken this and EU hasn't broken this, I would want to see EU move up a little. Okay, I would like to see some sort of consolidation or compressed move up, then price moves down to my sell side draw on liquidity on the Euro. Okay, then on DXY, I would like to see price go down to the sell side liquidity after the pullback based on the SMT divergence. Okay, because this SMT divergence is hinting the possibility of a pullback. Now, like I said, we don't know how far this pullback will span. Okay, but I don't expect it to be a very, very deep pullback. I expect it to just be a compressive pullback. Okay, then price continues to go down. Then for DXY, same thing. I expect price to move down a little. Okay, I expect price to pull back a little in a compressive manner, then give us the continuation to the upside until this draw on liquidity is taken. Okay, then after that, we can actually have further targets above. Okay, you can actually look towards this imbalance being filled up in the future, but for now, this high is actually my expectation. So let us keep that in mind. So now let us put the POIs, necessary POIs. So on the weekly time frame, you have this order block in play, bullish order block in play, and that is exactly what price is reacting to in Euro USD currently. Okay, so let us scale to the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, let us refine this other block I picked from the weekly. Let us refine it better on the daily time frame. Now let us pay attention to this demand zone here, or this bullish order block here. Now, like I said, I anticipate price to retrace a little, but the question is, how far do we expect price to retrace to? Okay, could it be a deep retracement? No one knows. Or could it be a shallow retracement? We don't know for sure. But personally, I would really love to go for the idea that price will only give us a shallow retracement. Okay, now I would either be looking at this fair value gap here. Okay, I'll be looking at this fair value gap here, or this bearish order block right here. So those are my POIs. Those are the POIs I am actually looking for price to tap into and give us bearish prices. Then consequently in DXY, what do I expect? I expect for price to go into this fair value gap here, okay, or this bullish order block on the daily, right? So either price fills in this fair value gap, move up, or we expect a push into this other block, okay, then price draws higher into that draw on liquidity that I marked out on the weekly time frame. So you can actually see that these are actually clean highs, clean relative equal highs. So that is actually my draw on liquidity on the medium term. Draw on liquidity. So that's actually my draw on liquidity on DXY. Then for EU, this is my draw on liquidity for the medium term. So here is my intermediate expectation for Euro USD. So after the break of this low, okay, price has to take out or read every liquidity resting below here, and subsequently every liquidity resting below this low, and definitely this as well. Okay, but for now, let us just keep this idea in mind. This relative equal lows here, this and this, should be rated in EU. Then for DXY, I anticipate that this should be rated. Probably in the next video, we'll be talking about how we can actually use a lower time frame to frame low risk confirmatory entries. Okay, we can be talking about, well, they were going to talk about how we can actually look for confirmation on how we can actually enter on the lower time frame, things we look out for when we choose to enter, when we want to enter trades on the lower time frame. That will be all for today, guys. Trade safe and watch out for my next video.